Hi, I'm Patti here at the Sheridan County Library. We're going to talk about a great science book called Drip, Drop, Drip, Earth's Water. And it's Say Hello to H2O. And it's by Ellen Lawrence is the author. Pouring, splashing, flowing water. Water is a part of our everyday lives. When you turn on a faucet, water pours out. During a storm, rainwater trickles onto the ground. Water has no color, smell, or taste, and yet it's amazing stuff. So what exactly is water and why is it so special? What words can you use to describe water? Make a list in a notebook. One of the properties of liquid water is that it has no shape. Like all liquids, water takes the shape of whatever container it's in, from a bottle to an elephant's trunk. Why is water called H2O? Everything, including water, is made of tiny parts called atoms. When atoms join together, they form a molecule. A molecule of water is made of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Here's why water is called H2O. So we have the hydrogen atoms and the oxygen, a water molecule, or H2O. It takes billions of water molecules to make just 1 drop of water. Draw some water molecules in a notebook and label them. There's oxygen in both air and water. People breathe in oxygen from the air with their lungs. But how do fish breathe? They use body parts called gills to take in oxygen from the water. Sticky water. Another property of water is that it appears to be sticky. When raindrops trickle down a window, they seem to cling or stick to the glass. If 2 drops touch, they join together, forming a bigger drop. This happens because water molecules are attracted to each other and to other surfaces. So 2 or more drops forming a large drop. When water molecules stick to each other, it's called cohesion. When water sticks to another surface, it's called adhesion. In a notebook, describe the water in these 4 pictures using the words cohesion and adhesion. Holding it together. Look closely at a drop of water. It looks as if an outer layer is holding the water together. All the water molecules in the drop are sticking together because of cohesion. However, the water molecules on the outside of the drop are sticking together even more tightly. This property is called surface tension. Here's a picture of pond skaters walking on water. Some insects, such as these pond skaters, can move across a pond or lake without breaking the outer layer of the water. This is due to surface tension, and because the insects are very light and they have specially shaped legs. Water on the move. The stickiness of water helps it move. If you dip the corner of a paper towel into water, the water will climb up the towel. This happens because water molecules stick to the towel and then start to move upward. Other molecules then cling to the first ones and are pulled up the towel. This is called capillary action. And this diagram explains that. Capillary action is very important to plants. Why? A plant takes in water from the soil through its roots. Then capillary action causes the water to climb up the plant's roots, stems, and leaves. Where did it go? If you stir a spoonful of sugar into water, the sugar disappears. But why? Sugar and many other substances dissolve in water. This property of water helps plants survive. To grow and be healthy, plants need nutrients that are in the soil. Nutrients dissolve in water in the soil, and then the plants take this nutrient-rich water in through their roots. Ocean water has lots of salt dissolved in it. You can't see it, but if you've ever tasted it, it has 1 pint of seawater contains about 1 teaspoon of salt. And it's very salty. From a liquid to a solid. Water drips, trickles, splashes, and flows. When the temperature drops to 32 degrees Fahrenheit, however, it turns from a liquid to a solid ice. As water freezes, it expands, so ice takes up more space than liquid water. When a plastic bottle of water is put in a freezer, the ice that forms may even crack the bottle. When you drop ice cubes into water, do they sink or float? Water is heavier than ice, so ice always floats. That's why when a lake freezes, the layer of ice is on top and the liquid water is underneath. And here's an otter able to walk on the frozen lake. Water can be a liquid and a solid, and it also has a third state. Do you know what it is? Water in the air. Water has 3 states: liquid, solid, and a gas called water vapor. Liquid water turns into a gas when it is heated. When the sun's heat warms up a puddle, some of the water disappears. It evaporates and becomes water vapor in the air. You can't see water vapor, but it's floating all around you. When water vapor cools, it turns back into liquid water. You can see this on a cold metal can. When water vapor touches the cold metal, it changes into water drops on the can. H2O is all around. Water is everywhere, in the air, under the ground, inside plants, and even inside you. In fact, your body is about 60% water. So say hello to wonderful H2O. We may not always notice it, but it's all around and it's amazing stuff. Plants contain lots of water, and so do foods that come from plants. A crunchy apple or carrot is about 85% water. A juicy tomato or watermelon is more than 90% water. And at the end of this book are more science words and a science lab and other information that you can study at home. So say hello to H2O.